Oh, see, I guess I was right in thinking the worst. Episode 1 ended with the death of the Canterbury. This shit about to get blown to bits. We are back with more of The Expanse. Welcome back to the channel. New faces, old faces. Appreciate you guys subscribing, liking the video, commenting down below. We're going to get into some of those comments to read. I know some of you came over from Legend of Vox Machina reactions. I appreciate you. I love seeing you guys being consistent in different videos and different shows, and you guys are giving this some high praise, so I'm excited to get into it. We're almost finished with Legend of Vox Machina, so to have a show to jump into that's this good already and that I can theorize about a little bit more, you guys know I love to ask questions, so I'm excited to get into it. You guys know the deal. Recap, read comments, react, review, and then theorize a little bit more at the end. So let's get straight into this recap real quick. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been about a couple weeks since I last watched the first episode. So we got the Belters, we got Earth, we got Mars. Obviously, at the end with the cliffhanger, we had the I forget the name of the ship. You guys will probably let me know in the comments, but it got blown up. And my first theory was who exactly was responsible for it. Did someone set them up? Was it pirates, or could this? Because at the beginning of the episode, they mentioned that all they needed was a spark to start some type of war. So I'm thinking possibly someone stands to make some money or some type of advantage where they wouldn't be opposed to starting a war like this. So it could be a possibility that someone sent that ship to blow up their ship, but this all could have been avoided if Jim, I think, decided not to go and check out the scream that he heard on the recording. So I don't know. We got Julie, but still, I feel like that won't be resolved for a long time. I don't even know if that's a season 1 thing that will be resolved. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We got I forget her name, the politician as part of the UN, who interrogated that. Would you call him an assassin or just like I don't know, an infiltrator? He had the stealth tech, so she was torturing him. I don't know if we'll see from him again some more interrogation, but I'm excited to learn more about that. I'm excited to learn more about these Belters and that whole first episode gave us a lot of information, I feel like. So I'm still trying to kind of work through all of it and see where it's going exactly, but I'm sure you guys will help me out in the comments. You guys have been great, especially you guys who are coming over from Legend of Vox Machina. So let's get into some of these comments and see what you guys were talking about, because I'm definitely going to need to get into this second episode. Right off the bat, KC Hammer, I know you're from Vox and some of my other reactions. You said, here we go. Always love to see new people pick up this show. I'm excited to get into it. So I don't know what I got ahead of me or what's in store. But like I said, I've heard some great things about this show, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy it. Jeffrey Moore, my boy, welcome back. I knew you'd be down in this comment section. You recommended this show to me, so glad to see you picking this up. Hope you like it. Damn, dude, thanks for the name. Of course, man. You have dropped so many comments, and it's just good to see an old face in new comment section. So as long as you're in here, or even if I don't see you ever again, I'll remember you as somebody who contributed to the channel, and I appreciate you. So this won't be the last time you hear your name. Thanks for the name drop. Honestly, I haven't seen GOT either, but people compare it to GOT but in space. This show was up on Sci-Fi Channel for the first 3. Ooh, I did not know that. I thought it was always an Amazon show. And that's partly the reason why I didn't give it a try, because before I watched The Boys, I was not sold on Amazon Prime or Amazon Video, and I didn't give anything a shot on here. Even movies that I like and moved to the platform, I was not paying a subscription to watch it. I use Amazon Prime for 2-day shipping, and that was it. But now I have seen the errors of my ways, and we watching a whole bunch of good stuff. Everything's been an A+ that I've watched on Amazon Prime, matter of fact. So Sci-Fi Channel 3 seasons, but then was canceled and picked up for 3 more by Amazon. For me, I didn't really get into this series until I gave it another chance. After stopping a couple episodes in, my mind was just not really in the mood for a series for a serial at the time. and with 3 storylines, I just didn't see where it would be going, so I dropped it. But I'm glad. You know what? To be honest, I really enjoyed that first episode. It was really good, but it was definitely a slow burn. So I could see where you're coming from. If I didn't have you guys tell me how good it was, because even with Game of Thrones, that minus that those last couple seasons, I watched the first couple episodes and put it down until they got to season 6, and then I binged all the way up to that point and was pissed I had to wait for the next upcoming season. So I'm glad I waited till this season kind of came to its end, and now I have you guys to hype it up for me, so I get excited. Another chance after stopping a couple episodes in. My mind was just not really in the mood for a serial, and storylines I just didn't see where. But I'm glad I gave it another go and was hooked by the 4th episode. That number 4, you guys know how I feel about it. But with that blue, good at the beginning, the little orb I think you're talking about, you can see why I'm saying there's some similarities to Arcane. Absolutely. And I think I even mentioned Arcane in the initial reaction. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. Yep, you know, that silky voice of Sheree doing Grayson in Arcane. Christian, that's her name in this series, I believe, is a lot of fun. Yeah, living in the belt is hard for belters. Think of it as the underground. Earth and Mars are Piltover. Ooh, okay. Makes sense. Thank you for that. Got it. So The Expanse is probably one of the best sci-fi shows that pays attention to the science. I can tell right off the bat that they pay a lot of attention to detail in reality. Even though this is somewhat of a sci-fi fiction, there's going to be a lot based in reality. So I like that. Science wasn't my best subject, but it definitely intrigues me. What looks like gravity on the ships is actually constant thrust from the engines. If you cut thrust, you aren't pushed against the floor anymore, and then the crew activates their magnetic boots. So ships the Expanse are built like office buildings. The juice is something they use to combat high G's. Doing the flip and burn means that's when they use those little tubes to inject to their body, and they had like the mouth guards and all that, I think. Flip the ship so the engines are at the other side and burn really hard so they can go back in the other direction. It's how ships move in space. Okay. If you want to go from one place to another, you continually thrust, and then when you're halfway there, you flip the ship around and the thrust to slow down. If you want the same feel of gravity on the ship, Ceres is a real asteroid between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Miller is the cop. Jim, right? Jim, is it Jim Miller? Jim Miller or Joe Miller? Joe Miller. On Ceres, who's tasked with the side job of finding Julie. And they call them sponsors, I think they called her. She's asked him to find her for sponsors. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm sure it'll play out. Julie, Mal, Miller, and Havlik work for a private security agency that works for Earth and Mars corporations. James Holden is the XO or executive officer. Okay, got it. So he's the one who replaced the guy from Breaking Bad. I forget his name. I almost forgot to mention that in the recap. But yeah, we got him taking over. Well, he's taking over everything pretty much now that his whole crew is kind of gone. That was on that initial ship. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much further his role expands, or actually if he'll take some type of punishment for going to the ship in the first place to look for Julie, because he did delete that voice memo, and I don't know if this was exactly authorized by like a higher power to go investigate. So I don't know. From the Canterbury, which just got nuked. The old XO just went space crazy. Okay, and he's dead along with everyone else that was on the Canterbury. Got it. I figured that much. The look of the Belters should all be tall and lanky due to the low gravity, but you really can't cast a ton of people like that, so they'll just hook more or look more like normal people. Hope this little intro into the world, it helps a lot. I appreciate Jeffrey. I ask a lot of questions, and I love when you guys answer them, especially in depth like that. I know I can't read all of them in video, but I definitely appreciate it, and it helps me understand going forward and enjoy the show more. So thank you. William Timmons, another one from my other reactions. I appreciate you, brother. You said you are in for a treat. This is seriously one of the best shows ever. So I keep hearing. I'm excited. Planet Gardener. Oh damn, I love this show. Books too. I didn't even know they had books, but I guess that makes sense. Everything's pretty much an adaptation since we've seen the success of other ones on other networks. So can't wait to hear your take on it. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I have some good ones for you. And not all my theories are too far-fetched. Since this is a show that's more based in reality, my theories might seem a little more crazier than usual. So we'll see how that goes. Eric Elliott, what up, bro? You said, so glad to see you reacting to this one of my favorite shows ever. Buckle up, here comes the juice. I'm excited for it, can't wait. Casey, we got you again. Let's see what you talking about. You said you were pretty much right. The Canterbury was an ice hauler. Okay. I think I asked if their duty was to kind of save ice and melt it down, since resources such as air and water are so hard to come by, at least in the belt. If they were just in charge. Ooh, so this could have some pretty big ramifications. I don't know how many ice haulers there are in the belt. So their water source could take a big hit. I wonder if they'll be able to replace that ship, or if they have more to. We'll see, I guess. Its job was to go collect big chunks of ice to provide water for various places in the belt. At this time, they were bringing it to Ceres. Okay. And I forgot, even there was a lot. Ceres where Joe is, and that's the place where they're having issues with the air filtration. And that guy from Supernatural, the old guy. So they might have a bunch of issues at this point. I don't know how that's going to play out. Also, in regards to the gravity, they don't have any artificial gravity or anything. Ships will accelerate towards, this is what Jeffrey was touching on, towards the destination at a rate that replicates a portion of gravity. Then halfway through, they flipped around, and during that time, they will be floating like when you first saw Holden, and start to slow down at the same rate. So when they get to the destination, they will be stopped. This allows them to walk around, and when ships are moving, and when they aren't moving, they have magnetic boots. Got it. Thank you, Casey, again. Let's see. We got James. We'll read through this one. That's a long one. Let's do it. James Holland, welcome to. Actually, I think I've seen your name before, so welcome back, I should say. You said welcome to the Expanse. Thank you. To be fair, the show throws you straight into the deep end from the beginning. That's what it felt like. Like I said, it was a lot, but I enjoyed it. This first season is a mystery and tons of world building, which I'm all for. I don't mind a slow burn. And you guys are talking like it pays off in the end, so I don't mind that at all. Once that is established, the real crazy ride that this show will blast off. The Expanse fandom is very good about helping without spoilers. Sounds like the Legend of Vox Machina community, so I definitely appreciate that. There are three main plot lines at this moment. First, you have Miller. He's a belter who lives on Ceres, a large asteroid in the belt, which is real and works for Star Helix. Okay, the Earth Security Police Academy, got it. Miller took bone density drugs. Oh yeah, because the guy at the bar pointed out that he had like a deformity on his spine or something. I almost forgot about that. Miller's working on finding Julie for a bonus note that the Belchers have created. So could he have turned down this job to find Julie, or was that like a demand that he had to do? Miller's working on finding Julie for a bonus note that the Belchers have created a language that is Cyril. That activist called Miller Melwala. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe not. Correct me if I'm not. Means traitor to his people. Okay. So I guess we'll get some more on that too. We had some people take digs at him or shots at him for that reason, it seems like. So I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly that's about. And his partner, by the way, I think they have something against him because he's from Earth. He's an Earther. He's not naturally a belter. I believe that was the case. On Earth, we have Christian, the politician, right? The lady is a powerful politician, third in command. Damn, third. Sheesh. In the UN, which is, I'm surprised she even went down to talk face to face with that Belter then for the interrogation. But she just seems like she's really hands on. In the UN, which is the controlling power on Earth, she was torturing a Belcher caught with stealth tech. She considers that a threat to Earth. I could see why. Already off the bat, I liked her character Grayson in Arcane because she was relatable, and even though she was a bit of an asshole, her concerns and complaints for what she was doing were relatable, and I could understand her point of view. Based on what you just said there, I could already see and understand why she is the way she is. She considers that a threat to Earth, the Belt and Earth both really can't develop that kind of tech because it's so expensive to make. Third plot line is the Canterbury, which is an ice crawler that transports resources from the Belt to Ceres to be sold to Earth, Mars, and okay. Oh, so they don't just provide for the Belt, it's also Earth and Mars, so people are definitely going to come to ask some questions, and that's going to be a problem. The scene where they are using the juice, as we call it, is called a flip and burn. What's happening is that their ship has been traveling in one direction for a period of time and has picked up a lot of speed. This also causes thrust gravity, about 1/3 gravity force. So to slow down, they turn off the engines, use thrusters to flip the direction of the ship and reignite the main engines to impede the speed of the ship. In this world, like in a real life, there are no space shields, space brakes, lasers, phasers, magical gravity plate. Or warp drive. This show is based off several real science. It is very real possible future set close to 300 years. Got it. Oh yeah, so at the beginning of the show it actually did give a time frame, so yeah, I do remember that. You keep reacting and we will show up to watch your journey. Subscribe for the Expanse. I appreciate it, brother. I'm glad you enjoyed that first one, and I'm gonna stick with it because I think some of you guys have even said this is better than Game of Thrones. So Game of Thrones is my favorite regardless of those last couple seasons. So if this is on that same level, y'all gonna get some crazy reactions here. Major Ziff, welcome back. I've seen you in Vox Machina too. You comment all the time, so I appreciate you. Oh snap, now you're reacting to my other favorite show. This is such a good sci-fi series. You are in for a hell of a ride, way better than see, like I said, some of y'all are riding hard for this show, so I got high expectations now. In my opinion, similar in scope and grander, but much lighter on the detestable characters and cringe-worthy romance. I don't know. I like the detestable characters, but I don't need them. But there was definitely some cringe-worthy romance. John and Khaleesi, to be specific, but you know what I'm saying. Let's read a couple more. And then we'll get into the reaction. Silver Kyrie, you said, so I haven't personally seen the show or read the books, so I don't know too much about it myself, but from what I'm aware of, the books were actually originally an adaptation from a role-playing game similar to the Vox Machina show you've been reacting to. Okay, so you're coming from there too. Are you watching my reactions without seeing the show? That actually means a lot to me. If you are, or just stopping in for comment, I appreciate you regardless. Thank you. At least that's what I've been told by a player in a D&D game I run who's been recommending I watched this. I don't know if it was D&D or some other role-playing game system, but I'm sure other fans of the show could elaborate on this. I'm sure they could, and I'm sure they will in my comment section in future episodes. I appreciate you, Silver. We got a couple more. We got Joey Lala Bertre, or Berthe, I think. I think that's right. Like I said, correct me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Hell yeah. Beltalauda. I think that's how you pronounce it. Beltalauda. That's from the Belts language, I'm assuming. We heard a little bit of that in episode 1. Excited to see your reaction on this. By far my favorite show of all time. Buckle up. Here comes the juice. The juice. The first season is mostly set up to explain the characters and backgrounds. It really starts picking up in season 2. You won't regret it in the end. I promise you that. See, that's got me excited. I love character development. That's my favorite aspect of any show. It does make me wonder if these core characters that we have right now are going to stick around for a long time. Maybe throughout majority of the series. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see as it plays out, but I'm looking forward to the development for sure. Karen Green, Vox Machina once again. You're jumping over. Oh my gosh, this show is so good. I can't wait to see what you think. I'm thinking I'm gonna love it. We gonna see though. We're off to a good start. So let's get into the reaction. We're about 20 minutes in, so I'm excited. What we got? What's the name of this episode? We got episode 2. Name of this bad boy is The Big Empty. Let's do it. It just started off in the middle of a scene. Is this a flashback?
Best.
Okay.
You can ever get your hands on one.
Oh, this is definitely a flashback because she gone. Yeah, she died in the ship, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
She just make that from matchsticks.
What's your name?
Ade.
I'm the new navigator.
Yeah, that's her. The one he was having fun with that anti-gravity. Even though I know it's not anti-gravity, but you know what I mean.
There's something you should know.
Damn.
Hoss! Debris field! Buckle up!
Where have I heard that term "hoss" from? That's just like another word for boss, right?
Bed.
Ooh.
Right, sweetheart. You know how much I love you.
So they're gonna feel like the aftershock. There's some more of that reality. I like it. I wonder what type of effect that a blast like this. I know they take precaution to protect themselves from like the flip and burn, but for things like this, I wonder if they take any damage or serious damage. I don't know why the episode just started. My heart's racing a little bit already. It's got me excited, even though I don't think too much crazy is gonna happen to start off the episode. It already feels really intense. Maybe it's just the music. I don't know.
Do not lose that ship. Jesus, you're not.
We're going after them.
Ooh.
Buddy, I don't think
We're losing them.
Don't do it, Alex.
They just dusted 50 of our friends.
Well, let's not make
50.
it 55.
Sheesh.
Alex, I am telling you.
Do they have any more missiles they can shoot off?
We're not going anywhere.
They're right. I get why he wants to go after them, but
Hey, whoa! Let's just take a deep breath here, people. All of you.
I noticed the pin on his head or his hat too. I couldn't tell, but it looked like a little boot or something. I wonder if that has any type of significance to where he's from, or because they showed a picture of his family in last episode 2, I believe. Damn. All right. Okay. The fact that we didn't figure out exactly who they are yet, straight from this episode, I'm looking forward to seeing who that is. If it's somebody we would recognize from Mars or something like that, or Earth, I should say. I think that's the cop, right? I can tell from his spine. Ooh, okay. Makes sense. They got limitations on shower time and all that. Just running water. That's a nice shower head, though. Out of all the nice things you could have.
Who's that?
Earth, Mars. The water shipment's not late. Go back. They're holding it back.
Is he just theorizing and being like overthinking it, or is the water delay because of the Canterbury being destroyed? Is this the room we saw the dead guy, the skinny one? Maybe not. I don't know where this is.
Father, bother, poured hot coffee in the parking lot. Father, bother, poured hot coffee in the parking lot. Home. I'm home.
What was that? Was he like calibrating it? Oh, he's mimicking her voice to access stuff in her apartment, I guess. This is Julie's place? Is that real?
Sweetheart, it's time to come home.
Jesus, spare me.
A camera? Someone watching her? Maybe her dad?
Maybe what you hate about me the most is that I remind you of yourself.
I like that. I like that little subtle dialogue to make me kind of care about the father even more. I like it. 97%. I wonder how often their water gets. So it is moving.
Keep it up, partner.
Why does it have different color eyes? Or is it just programmed to do that so you can't tell it's a spying device or camera or something? I don't know. But I was saying, I wonder how often the water gets replenished. Is it just when the next shipment comes in, or do higher people on the totem pole get priority first?
You're well spoken for an OPA soldier.
Because I'm a Belter,
OPA,
I'm
that's
actually
it.
OPA. I'm just a citizen of the belt. I work for the future of my people as you do for yours.
Have I given you the impression that I'm afraid?
Then why waste your
Not
time
at all.
on a meaningless courier like myself?
You're too modest, child. Someone entrusted you to transport pieces of the Holy Grail. The
Right.
question is,
You definitely got some type of power in what I wonder what his tattoos signify, or if they're just simply tattoos, the ones on his
there are
neck.
places far worse than this. And I imagine there is a mother somewhere who'd love to see her boy again.
It's also a matter. I understand. We all have our duty.
All right, so we've already seen a taste of it. She seems like she's willing to get answers by any means possible, even though she's got to follow rules. Hence why he ended up in the tank. I see her overstepping her bounds pretty soon.
I don't mean to be a bad news bull or anything, but your luck's done. Yeah, the door's gone. And we'll have to vent the ship.
Vent the ship. What the hell?
We'll lose all oxygen in the cabin.
Everything
Right.
depends on fixing that radio. We're wasting time.
There you go. Calling shots again.
I'm going outside. You got a problem with that?
Y'all need to start taking things to a vote. It's what, 4 against 1? I know he the captain, but or the XO.
We're gonna die. I'm not ready to die. I don't want to. Hey, you're in shock. You're in shock. You know the symptoms. You know the symptoms. Just breathe. Breathe. Deep. Breathe. Breathe.
What's that, son? Is that a drug, or does that just balance hormones or something? Just a sedative, it looks like. Okay, so I like that little scene because it seems like I already knew that or figured this would be a stressful job, but I feel like too many of those moments could lead to where the previous XO ended up in going crazy. I love the sound design in this show already. Like the sound of, I know technically there is no sound or should be sound in space, but I love the way it sounds, especially in these headphones.
We're gonna make it. What are you doing up here?
Naomi told me to, so I am. As far as I'm concerned, she's the cap now.
Damn. Yeah, she is the most level-headed, at least right now it seems like. I wonder if she had any experience or how long each of these people have been on the ship. You good, bro? Or are they just losing it a little bit because oxygen's starting to be depleted? Slowly?
You doing okay out there?
I'm doing as good as do on a morning full of
What?
sunshine.
What?
Hey, what's the deal with you and Naomi? You two an item or something?
That's what I was about to ask.
Item?
A couple. You know what he talking about. You trying to steal his girls since yours is gone.
You must think
Too
I'm
soon?
crazy, but ask me whether or not I should rip your helmet off and kick you off this bucket. And I can't give you a reason why I should or shouldn't.
Okay, so we gonna have to watch you. What the hell is wrong with this dude? I know he kind of upset because he's the reason they're on this mission, but is that the only reason he's upset with him or doesn't like him? Oh boy, we gotta worry about him backstabbing.
Alex, what are you doing?
I'm bringing her home, honey pie. One more tour and we'll be together.
Oh yeah, he losing his shit a little bit.
Again, I mean, sweetheart. Oh, don't be like that, sugar.
Are his pipes all connected or his cords?
He's hypoxic. Oh, shit. His breather's crapping out.
Okay, so that is the reason. Oh.
Okay, hold on, buddy. Listen, I'm hooking our breathers up, okay, so we can share air.
Ooh.
Hold on, buddy.
I know he doesn't have many options, but how long you guys gonna be able to share that for?
There it is. Breathe. Breathe, Alex. Breathe it in. Breathe.
Damn, yeah. Sound design, music is on point.
We're buddy breathing.
It's got me invested.
Okay, Alex, my turn, buddy. I just need a couple breaths.
Damn. What, I couldn't read out what that said. Is that just reading levels, just like the backpack did?
Just think about something else, okay? Like your kid. Think about your kid.
Damn, you might as well just tell him to look at the white light.
We're running out of air. We're running out of air.
I love that inside helmet shot. I'm probably gonna gush over that every time I see it. I know I said it in episode 1.
Oh, piece of shit.
That worked.
We have connection.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of luck, I guess. You know what? I didn't kind of connect the dots till now, but I actually love the fact that not just on Ceres and on other planets is water and air issue, but also in space when they're on these ships. That also seems to be the problem. More so air, but I like that kind of connects with each other. Uh-oh, come on. Did we already lose somebody? We already down to 4? Come on. Nice. Don't play with me like that. Okay. Clean. And let me know. I told you guys I was going to be looking out for like brand names to see exactly who's like holds the monopoly or whatever, who has the most power. Just simple details like that. Let me know if I should be paying attention to brand names and stuff like that, and words on clothing and all that, and gear.
This boy isn't some hapless smuggler. I believe the OPA may be trying to obtain stealth weapons.
Everything is not an OPA plot.
Sounds like they already got some.
A stealth program.
Heaven help us all if Mars and the Belt decide to share the toothbrush.
Dude, so even though they got a lot of power, it seems like they're pretty scared of Mars, or they're capable of some pretty shady shit.
The antenna's working, but our signal's still too weak. The transmitter was severed from the power grid. It's done.
You almost died for nothing.
Getting better and better. So we just blew an hour of air for a radio that doesn't even work?
Can't we rig ourselves an amplifier?
We're gonna need
Oh,
a shitload of power.
She's got neck tattoos too. Or you know what? Do those neck tattoos just symbolize natural belters? I know he said that Jim wasn't or was from Earth. I don't know what exactly that signifies, but it has to be something, right?
You want to unburden your soul? Do it on your own time, on the remotest chance we get out of this alive. We have enough problems right now.
Yes, sir.
She's definitely feeling like the leader for sure. I kind of like her for that position over him, to be honest. At least at this moment.
Jeez, really? I hadn't realized.
He kept the cactus.
I got plans for it anyway.
Not even gonna ask. Nice.
OPA.
Looky here.
What is that? What the hell is that? I thought it was like fungus.
It's good. Good. We can sell him.
Let's make some money.
Oh, they stealing water. Oh, that's why the grass was dying in the courtyard, huh? Because they've been siphoning water to sell.
Come on, kid.
That's a lot of damn water you just wasted. What the hell? You're not the best businessman.
That's everything you got?
I guess he's got nothing to lose.
Stealing up tunnel water.
Damn, he hit his head all that time. He ain't bleeding.
Yeah. Dirtbag school's in session. Listen.
Mhm.
Pick all the pockets you
I
want.
used to be one.
Roll drunks. But when you mess with the water, that's when you going down.
All right, so water's king over everything. Somebody needs to talk to Fleece Johnson. Booty is more important than water. All y'all might not get that reference, but some of you will. Cut his cuffs. Let him go.
Get out of here.
Okay, so he bends the rules a little bit.
I think, Madam, he was making a statement.
Speak frankly, please.
Earth's gravity. We used it to hurt him. He threw it back in our face.
Oh, I can't imagine how painful that type of death is. But I guess it was better than ending up on Mars and being their prisoner. At least according to what she was saying.
It makes all kind of sense. That ship that attacked the can wasn't tucked behind an asteroid. It's hiding in plain sight. It's a stealth ship.
Okay, so since he termed it a stealth ship, I'm either attributing that to Mars or the OPA. Or maybe they're one and the same. I still got to learn more about this OPA group.
Scopuli. Dumpy old transport. No cargo. Just this young lady and a few crew.
So the ship manifests with you and transponder logs, etc.
Is that the ship we initially saw her on? The one with the blue orb in it? Arcane or whatever?
Alex?
Are they just low on oxygen? Is that the warning?
Someone hurt us.
Okay.
Are they coming?
Hopefully someone good. New vectors.
Is that ship en route? How far?
They seem really happy. Does that automatically mean it's a good ship? Or are they just overreacting right now? I'm on edge right now. I don't know what's going to happen.
What? What is it?
Ship. It's Mars.
No, see, I guess I was right in thinking the worst.
Coming to finish the job.
And we just told him where we were.
Damn. Episode 1 ended with the death of the Canterbury. This shit about to get blown to bits. That's what it seems like, but I know it won't happen. They can't get taken out this early. Ooh, news is breaking. Okay. Bro, why are you still carrying that cactus? You look weird. People already don't like you around these parts. Oh, okay, this is that room. What the hell are you doing? I hope you... What was that? Oh, it is the ship just on the tilt? Is that why it changed direction like that? Went into the glass?
You think a rich girl like her would have had that birthmark fixed?
On her chin? I think I saw one. Where's she talking about?
That's a scar.
Yeah.
I don't think she wanted it fixed.
She didn't want to be perfect.
Oh, it's a badge of defiance.
Yeah. Distinguish herself from her father or her family.
Are you
We're about to be taken aboard the MCR and done.
Alex, shut him down.
Oh, that is being transmitted.
We intend to cooperate, host. This means we won't be harmed.
Should I smoke them?
What the hell, bro?
Say the word.
You looking So I'm not exactly sure who he was communicating with. Was that the ship that's on their way to him from Mars, or was he trying to send that out to somebody else?
One station, then it'll spread. Don't count on it.
The jammers were in range.
Damn. You dumb. You messing up left and right. Alex, why didn't you say that ahead of time? Damn. I didn't think the ship was that big. I feel like whenever that little arm reaches out to grab him, it should make that sound effect from Toy Story, the claw. Damn.
You are prisoners of the Mars Congressional Republic. Move and you die.
Shit. So right off the bat, they just... that's the end. I should have known that, but I didn't... Okay, so right off... I'm gonna watch these credits, then we'll come back for the discussion. Okay, so another great episode. The beginning of this episode actually threw me for a loop because we started with it jumped right into it. No intro, no music, no nothing, and we saw what's her name? Ade, I think her name is the navigator from the Canterbury that blew up, his love interest. So we got her right off the bat. And it just threw me for a loop because I knew she was dead already, and I wasn't sure exactly what was going on. So we got that little flashback. What did she say? Let me see if I could rewind. Because she said something like, I need to tell you something, or I have a secret. So I'm wondering. Here, actually, I'm rewinding so I can hear exactly what she said before. There's something you should know. I don't know what the hell that means, so maybe that'll play out, or maybe that's just something in his mind that he's wrestling with. I don't know. We'll see. But another great episode, another dense episode. I feel like we got a bunch, some stuff I'm sure I missed. Probably a lot I missed, but right off the bat, Jim is messing up. He's new in this position of power. Even though I don't know how long he's been on the team. It's been a little bit, but he's making some bad decisions. So I'm wondering exactly where he ranks in terms of years and how exactly he qualified for this XO position so quickly. Is it just because the captain liked him and he wanted to put him in that position? I'm not positive, but he definitely seems like he's not ready for this type of position of power, and it's kind of coming into play, and Naomi's showing him up a little bit. Her and Amos I think is his name is, their relationship is throwing me off a little bit. I don't know if they grew up together, if they're just recently love interest. His loyalty to her is making me a little bit suspicious, and it seems like his vendetta against Jim is a little bit more than just the fact that they're stuck on this ship now and the Canterbury got blown up, because even I think, what was his name, Shed, the medic, he said that they kind of blame Ade more so than Jim. So I don't know if he blames him at all for this situation they're in. Maybe just the decisions he's made since it happened. But I'm not sure. So we'll have to watch how that plays out. I feel like at some point there's going to be some type of vote to make Naomi the head leader. Even though at the end of this episode, they got taken in by this Mars ship. And right off the bat, I found it interesting that they called them prisoners right away. Not we need your resources, or they didn't say anything. They started off with prisoners. So the hierarchy is definitely making me wonder a little bit. I feel like it's Earth, Mars, and then the belt. But Mars is like almost neck and neck with Earth, I feel like, almost because they have this stealth tech that could threaten the security of Earth, like you mentioned in your comment. So the fact that Christian, like I said when I was reading comments, the fact that her concerns are relatable and understandable. This is that playing out a little bit. She sees them kind of almost working hand in hand with the belt, or that's her suspicion. And if that's the fact, with Mars being neck and neck with Earth, they could possibly take over Earth with just a little bit of help from the belt. It seems like, because the belt, even though they're down bad, they're low on resources, they still have they seem pretty resourceful with what they have, and they do have some things that could assist, if at the very least, at least bodies to cause a threat, and infiltrate Earth, if that makes sense. Kind of like this agent that was in the tank with Christian in that one scene. So and I'm not sure exactly, does the water, since they put him in the tank and that was like a form of relieving his pain. Does the tank actually do something to the chemistry of his body, or is it simply just to support his body and kind of counteract the what gravity does? I'll explain that for me just a little bit. I think that might be the case, but yeah, Christian, I'm even though she seems like a kind of a bad person, I'm kind of on board with her plans. It backfired a little bit since she sent him on the ship to Mars. For I think she said for further interrogation. It backfired. He ended up dead, so that's a dead end for her now. In hindsight, but her means to an end might get a little bit more drastic since this particular situation didn't work out in her favor. I'm wondering what she's gonna kind of resource to start getting some answers. Let's cycle through this timeline a little bit, make sure I'm not missing anything. The tech is one thing that I've really been enjoying in this show. I know it's 300 years in the future, like you said, so seeing different tech, different uses of it, I'm enjoying. Right off the bat, it confused me at first a little bit, but when Joe went into the room of Julie to do investigating and whatnot, he used the little voice changer to access all her files. That was cool. And then the mouse. Let's see if I could find that scene. I'm not gonna watch it, but just pull it up, the still shot. So there was a shot where the mouse, he had like a green eye, and then it turned red. So I kind of assumed that was either like to signify it had been turned on, or it was recording or something. I don't know exactly what that meant, but that's what I took from it. But then it was moving again on the hamster wheel. So I'm not sure. Maybe this is. You know what? Maybe because I'm assuming that Julie's gone, kidnapped or sucked into that big ball. Maybe she's okay. She's just in a different location. I don't know where that would be, but maybe she's able to access this mouse to see who's in her apartment. I know I said in the moment, maybe it's her dad that's watching in or was spying on her to keep tabs on her. But that could be a possibility where it's her just watching her apartment to see who's coming through so she can kind of keep track of who's on her tail. If she's okay, that is. We're still learning things as we go. So I'm not sure exactly where that's going to head to. Let's keep cycling through. Like I said, we had the scene with Christian and the OPA agent in the water tank. I asked about the water tank, but there was a part at the beginning of that scene where Christian was like, you're very well spoken or something like that. So she evidently has some type of previous notion or thought of how these OPA agents carry themselves, or at least of their intelligence level. So I'm wondering when's the last time she came in contact with one. And it makes me think the one that we saw in the elevator with Joe and I forget his name, his partner, with the cactus. You know who I'm talking about. That guy who had the OPA tattoo was pretty well spoken too. So I'm wondering if there's been a change, or maybe if they've just added new troops, more recruits to their movement. More educated ones that are a little bit more of a threat to Earth. So I'm wondering exactly why she made that assumption when she first spoke to him in the tank. Excuse me. Alex, I like all the characters in the group, but Alex is kind of the most intriguing to me right now. He seems to be the most quiet. Naomi's interesting because of her leadership abilities and her tattoos. I think those tattoos only raise a question because they resemble the ones of who we assume to be an OPA agent and the guy that was interrogated in the tank and had the stealth tech. Hers were colored in though, so I wonder if that signifies any type of rank compared to the guy who took his life with the gravity. His were just the outlines of tattoos. So I wonder if that means anything. But like I said, Alex is pretty intriguing to me because of his history with his family it makes me invest in his character a little bit more. The boot, they've closed up on it a couple times, so I wonder what it's all about, if that means anything or if that's just a subtle detail. I don't know. I really don't know. We had the what they call them, girthers or something like that, that were stealing the water, causing the grass to die in the courtyard. Something that you're using, that's crazy to me. You got people struggling for water, and then you got them using assigned water to support the growth of grass. That seems like something that wouldn't be too important. Maybe I'm overlooking some detail. I don't know. That just seems like something that could be bypassed in order to support the life of the people in your community. But I don't know. We'll see. We had them working on the ship. By Jim is messing up, even though he got the radio kind of up and running, and it kind of paid off in the end. It also got them in some more trouble. So the book's still out on whether he's gonna be able to. He's the main character. He's going to be able to help at some point, but whether this will come back to bite them in the ass or help them in the near future, it's looking bad right now. So we'll have to see in this next episode coming up. And again, like I said, let me know if I should be paying attention to like the companies making this gear, like the brands on all the gear and clothes and stuff like that. I feel like that might be a small detail that could be important, or it could just be nothing. So let me know. And Christian and who was the guy she was talking to? Sadavir, it looks like. I'm not sure exactly what his role is, but it looks like he ranks slightly above her, since he told her to put her in the tank, or maybe that was just a suggestion so she wouldn't come under fire by higher powers. But right now I'm thinking he's a little bit above her in rank. I'm not sure exactly how he's going to come into play. But we'll see. I feel like she would, if he is above her at all, at some point she'll want to undercut him and kind of maybe do something to get him and her both in trouble. So we'll see. We had the scene with Shed when he gave him the little food to stop him from freaking out, the sedative. I'm wondering if that little freak out is going to have an effect on his long-term health. And in this next episode at the beginning, since these Mars soldiers came in to take prisoners, is he going to flip out again right off the bat on them? I guess we'll see at the start of the next episode. But something I thought about, once again, the OPA agent, I'm looking forward to seeing more on them. What's the name of the ship? The Scopoli, I think it was called, that Julie left out on. It's giving Jim a lead, or Joe. So we'll have to see exactly what that leads to. I wonder if he'll eventually come to question her father. I don't know exactly where he is in all this. Is he on Mars, Earth? I have no clue. So that's just something we'll have to watch out with him and Amos. Those are the two people that are most suspicious to me right now. Even Naomi a little bit, since Amos looks up to her and follows her lead so carefree and without asking any questions. I'm suspicious of them a little bit. His partner, let me get his name real quick. Let's see. You guys know it's not showing his name right now, but he went in there to talk to, I think that was the same prostitute that was with the dead body in the episode 1. So I'm wondering if he went in there just to question her, or if he's just up to no good. Maybe, well, I guess maybe it's legal in this world or universe, but I don't know. We had Joe going through her dating profile, kind of making assumptions about her personality. It seemed kind of obvious already that she doesn't want to be kind of associated with her father and her family even. So she's kind of creating her own path. So I like that about her character and looking forward to seeing where that goes. Now with this video message that Jim sent out, obviously the Martians got it, but I'm wondering who else is gonna see that and how fast it's gonna circulate. Will Joe see that pretty soon? I would imagine that at some point they're gonna need saving from Earth or more belters. We didn't quite see any fallout from the destruction of the Canterbury, even though we saw a news break about it. We'll have to see exactly what goes on, but this was another great episode. I enjoyed this one. Like I said, dense a lot. I'll have to rewatch and read you guys' comments just to fill me in on anything I've missed. So once again, I appreciate it. I hope you guys are still enjoying. It's going to be a long journey. I think this first season has 10 episodes, and I think every season after that does as well. So we got a fun journey ahead of us. It's getting good already. Like you guys said, it's a slow burn, but I feel like this has been pretty upfront and giving me a lot. And I don't if I'm feeling like the tension in the moments already, just based off the music and sound design in the show. I love it. So good second episode. We're gonna end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, share it. I'll catch you a lot of you guys are gonna bounce over to Legend of Vox Machina, so I'll catch you over there, and I'll see you back for episode 3 of The Expanse. Deuces.